Okay, so anyway, hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I have a special guest. This is Carlos from Brazil, and he is my new team member. Not new team member, but we meet each other just today, right? And
You should talk about that. It's a nice one. 1 year.
Yeah, we talk online. We use Team as a communication tool to talk to each other. We learn from each other, and it's quite awesome. But because of the coronavirus, we have to work from home. We got less chance to meet up each other. So today I got Carlos can talk to me face to face. It's quite a pleasure to
nice
meet
to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Carlos. Well, so anyway, let's move on to the topic today. We are actually like foreigners living in Sweden, right? I'm from China, you are from Brazil, and Carlos is from a place of, sorry, I forgot the place name.
Mococa. It's a small city in Brazil.
Mm-hmm. It's like 300 kilometers away.
From São Paulo.
From São Paulo.
Precis.
Okay. So the first question is, what is the main reason that encouraged you come from Brazil to Sweden and settle down here and find a job? I think it is also quite different compared to the life back home in Brazil, right?
Yeah, it's definitely different.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
is it a big question for you?
It's a tricky question actually, because in a way I always lived in a big city, big cities. Apart from Mococa, that was a small city. I lived in São Paulo and then Vancouver, London, so big cities.
Oh, you have moved to like different cities, Vancouver, in Canada, and London. You lived in London as well?
Yeah.
For how many years?
For a year only.
4 years?
A year and a half.
Oh, a year and a half. Why would you like finally decided to move to Sweden?
That's the thing. A small country, it's not a small country, but a small. How can I say? Karlskrona is a small city. So a small city, a different from the big city to a more calm, relaxed lifestyle. Let's put it like that.
Because London is like some mega city, and it's also working pressure is
the stress life. Yeah. So living the stress, because now you live in here for
me.
How long?
I've been living in Sweden for over 6 years.
6 years now. You see. So now you have a good grasp about their culture, right? It's a bit more relaxing, isn't it?
To be honest, I'm not that familiar with Swedish culture. I'm still learning, and my Swedish is kind of like elementary, very crappy Swedish. To be honest,
same here.
So.
No, but that's the takeaway. My wife and I, we decided, okay, we want to search for a place in Europe that it's a bit different from what we know. And then Sweden, we look at the culture, we said, this culture, it's a bit more relaxing, more attracted us on that sense. Not lazy, I'm not being that. It's just a culture that they think a lot, they plan a lot, they live nicely, so it's not like they stress. There's no balance in life. No. So that was the initial thought.
Here, one thing that I noticed is people work maybe relatively less than my country, less than Shanghai. Here maybe we work from 9 o'clock in the morning, and 4 o'clock in the afternoon we get off work. And but I don't think since we work less working hours, but we produce less productivities. It's not in that way, right?
Not at all.
Yeah.
We are more productive actually, right?
Yeah.
Because of the balance. My feeling.
Do you think it is because of the teamwork, like
Yeah.
the collaborations, or
Yeah, the communication. I think they are so transparent, right? In a way, like I think the communication it's so good, right? That
Yeah.
everything is so well discussed and then planned, and there is less. How do we call that in English? Less unexpected things.
Okay.
So I think that increases the productive even with less hours, right? Although we work the 8 hours a day, I think,
Yeah.
but it's
It's like more or less 8 hours.
with a few coffees,
It's
a
really
few
yeah.
ficas,
Ficas,
right?
yeah. Do you have like something similar as ficas back in Brazil?
For sure. But I mean, there is the pauses, right? For the pauses for coffee, let's put like that. But the fika here looks like it's bigger, right? It's more like it's a sacred time that everyone slows down. It looks.
It's like
I mean, that's a foreigner speaking, right? That's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
feeling, the Brazilian feeling about what I saw. Doesn't mean it's right. If we ask a Swede, maybe we would get a different feedback. What's your feeling about the fika? Do you have it in China as well?
no. I mean, yeah, no.
No.
In China, the like you can have like a small break in the middle of the work, but it's not that something that you always talk, because in China it's just a lunch time, and then you go back to work until 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. So not that a big thing, and China is always like work longer hours and work efficiently, push yourself to do more stuffs and these kind of things. You get tired afterwards. So that's also the reason that why I came here,
Okay.
because I'm looking for some like lifestyle which is can give me relatively more hours to do hobbies and to do my own stuff, and not just stay in the company, work a whole day and go back home, sleep, and this kind of crap, which means we cannot enjoy our life, right?
Precise.
If you have to do it for your entire life, then what is the meaning of life for yourself? Because life is not only working or making money. Maybe you can earn more money in China, or it's really depending on the situation, but that's another topic.
No, that's a
Yeah.
good point.
Yeah.
Money.
Are you coming here for like economical reasons?
Not at all.
No, not at
No,
all.
Not at all. That's a good point.
Yeah.
You can't have everything, right?
Yeah.
That's the.
What about raise your kids here?
That's a fantastic point, actually,
Uh-huh.
Mike. Yeah, it's. I mean, when I compare with Brazil,
Uh-huh.
maybe for you it's different, but especially the cities I've been,
Mhm.
it's a complex question, right? But in overall, I would say that it's the way they are raised here. How can I explain that? It seems that the culture put a lot of attention in the kids'
Here.
well-being.
Mm.
So let's not talk directly about education or healthcare, but the well-being of the kids, it's super. Maybe because what I mean by that is like you have everywhere this lake park and the playgrounds for them, and it's high standard on the playgrounds.
it is.
You go to the store, it's prepared for kids. Everywhere in the city is kids friendly, let's put like that.
Yeah.
There's always these ice cream shops for them and activities for them, and then in the park there's this people that work for the municipality that sing, and when they are babies the mom can go to a place where they get together. So that's what I mean. So the well-being, I think in Brazil, I think it's an afterthought. It's like, okay, you have a kid and then you have to find out by yourself everything.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not easy maybe depend on where we live, like to find a playground, to find not impossible. It's not that horrible. Brazil, it's a big country, and there's different places, but overall, here it's everyone has access to the same well-being for the kids, I would say.
Yeah, and it's not that populated, so
precise 10 million inhabitants in a sort of
I mean, the facility that you see around, and you can always let your children. It's not like a super crowded in that place. You have to wait and these kind of things, right?
No. Apart from the summer week, right?
Yeah.
There is one week that it's really warm.
Yeah, true.
In the whole year.
You have to wait like awesome weather here, especially during the winter. You know, it's better to stay at home. Yeah. But anyway, another question is, what about the safety here? I mean,
there's no comparison. Yeah.
No comparison.
Unfortunately, here it's. I mean, although people see problems, right? For me, it's like it's super safe. It's unbelievably. I mean, because of the maybe I don't know why, but it's. And then in Brazil we have in Brazil we have a big problem right now with security. It's not nice to compare even because
it's not even close to compare.
You can't even compare. No. Okay. We have a big problem there right now, and it's out of control. Maybe
is that because of the mafias and drug dealers or?
Precise. I think it's the organized crime, right? As in any country, right? But there, maybe it got. What I mean by that, people sometimes they're kidnapped, right?
Oh.
That's here. I mean, sometimes people have things stolen from them.
Yeah.
So
in Brazil, I mean, if you worried like maybe in the afternoon or in the evening, if you ask your kids to get out and have a walk by themselves, are you worried about that, or you don't care? You can let them play in the neighborhood.
I wouldn't feel
you
safe. Okay. No, not at all.
Even it's just like in your own neighborhood. It's not like in the other places.
I wouldn't feel safe. But now I am a sort of a foreigner, right? After 6 years in Sweden and maybe 10 years out of Brazil, it's we changed the mindset, right? I changed it a little bit, so maybe I'm too. I used to live there, right, and I was okay. But now, if you ask me now, I would say it's a big issue because my kids are 6 and 4 years old, so they are too small anyway.
Yeah,
but
premature.
But if they were a bit bigger, like let's say 10, and I'm thinking, what would I do, Jenna? I wouldn't feel safe anyway. Can you believe? Just because of the comparison.
And maybe another question is, what about the warfare system, like the medical system, or
that's a tricky one.
Yeah, hospitals, and if you get sick in Brazil, let's say, is that do you have to pay all by yourself, or it's covered by the government?
We have actually the healthcare system in Brazil, in my opinion. It's much better than here.
Much better than here. In which way?
That's the thing. There you have to pay for. You have to pay for healthcare, but you can have a healthcare plan, right?
The insurance.
Precise, the healthcare plan, and then that gives you access to a really good. Healthcare system, really top notch. I would say I'm not expert in it, but I mean, I could do things.
You mean in Brazil? In
Brazil, like you could prevent diseases, like you can have access to doctors that are really experts in their field and things like that. With majority covered by the plan. Let's put it like that. If you have a good plan, of course. Then you have the basic system, the health system, that it's excellent as well in some aspects, like for vaccination, yada yada, so whatnot. Here it's a different story, right? Everyone has access to the system, but
Yeah.
the system is really queue based. So you have to be the prevention part of the aspect. It's a bit scares me a bit because
Usually you see the nurse first.
exactly, you
Yeah.
pass through the nurse and then you don't see. Now with COVID you call.
Yeah.
My wife, for example, has a little issue right now, and then she is calling for 3 days, and they're saying, "Oh no, that's normal. Wait, you know how it is, the drill."
Yeah.
So, not saying it's bad. I'm just making a comparison, and I think in Brazil, in that aspect, with my wife, for example, he would call the same day she would see a doctor, an expert. So, not a
So in terms of the healthcare and the medical, I think you prefer the Brazilian part of that.
At this stage of my life, yes. But then I heard stories, right, about when you get old,
Yeah.
then
Maybe
maybe
it's
the
a
equation
Different
inverts.
story.
Because then maybe there it would cost me a fortune, and here it's free.
Yeah, I think that the biggest benefit is if you get like really severe disease like cancer, and in China the cure of cancer can be very expensive. So here, I think you get free treatment. So that's a big plus actually.
Oh,
Yeah. So I think we talked like almost 20 minutes. I said like 5 minutes. Maybe last question is
you're a good interviewer.
Interviewer.
Sorry, my English.
the last question is, what's the real reason that you think for you to stay in Sweden for maybe not for lifelong, we cannot predict life, but what is the biggest reason, maybe in 1 or 2 sentences to conclude it?
In 2 words.
It's up to you. You can give whatever you want. The people or the society,
I would say the culture,
the culture.
Swedish culture.
What
It's fantastic.
What specifically the culture is?
Let's think. It's a deep question, right? But it's the culture, the aspect of the culture. I would say it's their because I always compare with my culture, right? So the way they plan and the way they execute things and the way they live, this logon thing.
So you mean the way that how this society is running on?
Precise.
Like the social system actually.
No, it's more like the culture aspect that I like is it's the what we talked about by they're living they live in harmony. They have this balance in life.
Okay.
Not too much work, not too much. It's try to level up.
Okay. I got what you mean. It's like the balance of the work and the personal life, and we can have time to relax, to enjoy life with family, and chill out.
In every aspect, like nothing is too much, right? If something is done, it's not overdone.
Yeah.
It's done just enough, like in everything, right? In the health system, in the how the cities are planned and execute, how they.
So it means like actually they set up like a relatively higher standard in every aspect of this society, which is organized in a way that we all love it.
Yeah, but not too much. It's not like they go over the edge.
Yeah,
like everything is super new and no. It's new enough. If something breaks, they fix.
True.
We fix, right? If I like that aspect of the community as well, how they share responsibility. That's something I really like.
And the respect to human rights and
super respect
Yeah.
for others, right? But that's the thing. The Swedes, the way I see, at least, they respect. It's not external thing. It's not like a pretending
Yeah,
respect.
true.
They really respect the human nature, right?
Yeah.
The differences between people. So it's a native respect. It's not like they pretend they respect.
Yeah,
No.
true.
They true respect.
Yeah, true.
I like
It's not
that.
like something just written on the paper and nobody cares.
Or it's fake. It's
Yeah,
just
or
like
it's,
no,
talking.
they are
yeah.
really. But I still no, don't put that. But I still like the Canadians respect better.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I think it's pretty much that's what I'm gonna ask you. And maybe one plus thing is, what do you think about China?
Wow, I mean I never been to China.
Yeah.
And everything I see from China is from the outside. So I'm
yeah.
an outsider.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I see on the Occidental newspaper, etc., etc.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I love China. You know, the old aspects of the culture.
Okay.
Like
The ancient
how many
Chinese culture.
how many things you China invented? It's like crazy. I would like to I'm very curious about China. I don't have an opinion about. I mean, I saw some videos recently, like how modern China
Yeah.
looks like, and I
Yeah.
was like, wow, that's the China that people say that I don't know, some not so nice things, and I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
wow. I mean, they probably have problems as other countries, of course, but look at this, they are making
The modern part
progress.
of China.
I would like to see, in terms of visiting, I would like to see the
Your work.
old parts. So please, Mike, make more videos
Okay.
about
Yeah.
the traditional parts of
Yeah.
China.
Sure. Yeah, it's glad to hear that, and I will make more videos and about China. Yeah, I think thank you very much, Carlos. And the reason that I make this video is because you are leaving. I'm a little bit sad, but hopefully I will see you again.
In 1 year, we're
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah,
hopefully
Okay.
be back.
yeah. Let's just wrap it up.